I hereby call the 8 p.m. from Monday, November 27th, full city council to order. Please stand and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Councilors, please stand. Councilor Cruz.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to ask everybody to take a moment of silence with us tonight. The city this past weekend lost a real public servant, a gentleman with class and dignity. Mort Schluffer served on the Traffic Commission, ran our Civil Defense Department for many years, and with always a smile on his face, with never a complaint for any of the work he had to do. And there were some storms that I was with him, and there were some tough times. And again, a man of true dignity and class. And he passed away this weekend. And thoughts go out to his lovely wife Lois. And I'd like to take a moment of silence. Thank you.
Councilors, we also want to, on behalf of the council, send our condolences to the Russell family. Of course, David Russell runs Russell Pica Funeral Home, and his sister, Maura Russell, passed away, and she is survived by David Russell and his wife, and Suzanne Backoff and her husband, and a nephew. If we could please take a moment of silence for Maura Russell. May she rest in peace. Thank you, councilors.
Mr. President?
Councilor Azak, please.
A moment of personal privilege.
Absolutely, Councilor.
With Thanksgiving just a few days behind us, this evening I would like to recognize a very special group in the city of Brockton. This group is made up of wonderful, giving people, and some of them are here in the audience today, so I would have a few of them come forward. You know who you are, so just come forward to the podium, please. This group is called Project Guardian Angel. Nice. And for the past 5 years, they have been serving Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving to our elderly and disabled residents of the city of Brockton. So I couldn't let another year go by without personally thanking them for allowing me, first of all, to be a part of this with them every year, and for everything that they do. There's only a small group this evening here. I'm going to mention some of their names. I'm going to read some of the names of the people that have volunteered in the past few years, but I know that there's many out there that aren't here tonight and we may miss on our list, because this group gets food donated, they cook it, and then they even serve it to our elderly. So it's a lot on that special day where they could be with their families, but they're giving to the city of Brockton. So I'm thankful for that. I'm going to read the citation first. So it says, it's an official citation from the city of Brockton. Be it known that the Brockton City Council hereby extends its congratulations to Project Guardian Angel in recognition of your hard work and dedication for the 5th annual Thanksgiving dinner feeding our elderly and disabled residents. You are all true Brockton champions. And be it further known that the City Council extends best wishes for continued success, that this citation be duly signed by the President of the Council and attested to, and a copy of thereof transmitted to the clerk at the Council. So from myself and my colleagues, we present this to you. And here are just some of the names of some of the volunteers. So be patient, but I think nobody asked for any recognition. Actually, nobody wanted recognition, but I insisted. So Susan Foley, Donna Jones, Linda Pietrantonio, Carolyn Parker, Andrea Gormley, Evangelia Smart, Jose Tavares, Anna Lima Correa, John Hayes, Kenny Montero, Lisa Leclerc, Steve Hook, Jacob Tagger, Gage Savario Biondio, Alan Parker, Maria Falcone, Connie Tevis, Officer Rosie Vasquez Brown, Stacy Collins, Tommy Collins, Connie Tevis, Kelly Hanlon, Deb Garland, my sister Joyce Azak, Mr. Ollie Spears, who didn't even put his name on the list, but I will not read this list without saying his name, and of course, Mr. Dan Milligan, who owns Sticks and Stones in Abington, who allows everybody to cook there on Thanksgiving, which I think is wonderful. So thank you all, and I look forward to the 6th annual Thanksgiving Day dinner.
You forgot the Bel Air hat, do you?
Are you so Shirley?
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the City Council, we want to thank you. Be a champion, and this is a city of champions. You have to be a winner, and you're all winners. And you're doing the right thing, and we really thank you. You're making Brockton proud. Thank you very much. Thank you, Councilor Azak. We're going to go on to the agenda. Number 1, please.
The acceptance of the minutes of the November 13th, 2017 council meeting.
Accepted and placed on file.
That the appointment of Philip DeCasse, 172 Augusta Ave, Brockton, as a constable in the city of Brockton for a term of 3 years.
Referred to Finance Committee.
We got a report of the Finance Committee for its meeting November 20th, 2017.
Accepted and placed on file.
Report of the Public Safety Committee for its meeting of November 20th, 17.
That too is accepted and placed on file.
We have a communication from the Chief of the Fire Department requesting acceptance of expenditures of a donation in the amount of $300 from Firefighters Charitable Foundation. The intended use for these funds is in the area of youth education and prevention. This is a donation with no cost to the city.
Accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the mayor recommending the same.
Also accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the CFO certifying the same.
That too is accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the Chief of Police Department requesting authorization to accept and expand grant monies related to fiscal 2018 Public Safety Answering Point and Regional Emergency Communication Center support and incentive grant in the amount of $315,586.
Accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the mayor recommending the same.
Councilors, that too is accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the CFO relative to the same.
Also accepted and placed on file.
We got an ordinance amending Chapter 27 of the revised ordinances of the City of Brockton, be it ordained by the City of Brockton as follows. Chapter 27, Section 27-24.3, line 6, line C and D, paragraph 6, hereby amended by deleting the section in its entirety and inserting in place thereof the following: 500 feet from any Boys and Girls Club, a registered child care center, defined as any facility operated on a regular basis, whether known as a day nursery, nursery school, kindergarten, child play school, daycare center, or preschool. Child care center shall not include programs for behavioral or mental health services. In council, August 28th, referred to ordinance and planning, November 13th, 2017. Recommendation from ordinance is favorable.
It's passed to a third reading. The question is on ordination by a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, if you could kindly read the roll.
Asak?
Yes.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz? Enary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
Ordinance is hereby ordained, councilors.
An ordinance amending Chapter 20, Streets and Sidewalks of the revised ordinances of the City of Brockton. Now therefore be it ordained that Chapter 20, Article 4, Section 5, Subsection B of the revised ordinances of the City of Brockton be deleted in its entirety and be replaced. In council, September 25th, 2017. Referred to ordinance and planning in council, November 13th, 2017. Amendment carried by hand vote, passed with third reading as amended.
Questions on ordination by a roll call vote as amended. Kindly read the roll, Madam Clerk.
Asak?
Yes.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Enary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
Ordinance is hereby ordained.
An appropriation of $52,000 for Mass Department of Environmental Protection Sustainable Materials Recovery Program municipal grant to Refuge Department and Council, October 23rd, 2017, referred to FinCom. That recommendation is favorable.
Questions on adoption by a roll call vote? Madam Clerk, kindly read the roll.
Asak?
Yes.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
Matter is hereby adopted.
Appropriation of $318,500 from Fire Department ambulance receipts to Fire Department capital, $312,000, and from Fire Department ambulance receipts to Fire Department ordinary maintenance goods, $6,500. And Council, November 13th. Refer to the Committee on Finance. That report is favorable.
Questions on adoption by a roll call vote? Madam Clerk, kindly read the roll.
Asak?
Yes.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
Appropriations hereby adopted, councilors.
An appropriation of $22,460 from 2016 Emergency Management Planning Grant to City of Brockton Emergency Management 2016 Emergency Management Planning Grant Fund, and Council, November 13th, 2017. Refer to the Committee on Finance. That report is favorable.
Councilors, questions on adoption by a roll call vote? Madam Clerk, kindly read the roll.
Asak?
Yes.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
Appropriations hereby adopted.
Order that the DPW is authorized to issue one single-family home sewer connection to New Zeal Barrows for the property located at 473 Howard Street. And Council, October 23rd. For the Committee on Finance, that report is favorable.
Questions on adoption by a roll call vote? Madam Clerk, kindly read the roll.
Asak?
Yes.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
Order is hereby adopted.
Order that the City of Brockton accepts the provisions of General Laws, Chapter 59, Section 5, added by Chapter 181 of the Acts of 1995, which authorizes the annual increase in the amount of the exemption granted to senior citizens, surviving spouses, and surviving minors under General Laws, Chapter 59, Section 5, Clause 17D, to be effective for exemptions granted for any fiscal year beginning on and after July 1, 2018. And Council, November 13, 2017. Ready to refer to the Committee on Finance. That report is favorable.
Questions on adoption by a roll call vote? Madam Clerk, kindly read the roll.
Asak?
Yes.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
Order is hereby adopted.
Order that the City of Brockton accepts the provisions of General Laws, Chapter 59, Section 5, Clause 41C, which authorizes an increase in the value of the exemption, a decrease in the age limit, an increase in the income limits, and an increase in the asset whole estate limit, and that such changes be effective for exemptions granted for any fiscal year beginning on or after July 1, 2018. In Council, November 13, 2017. Ready to refer to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report is favorable.
Questions on adoption by a roll call vote? Madam Clerk, kindly read the roll.
Asak?
Yes.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
10 in the affirmative.
Order is hereby adopted.
Resolved that pastor of English Pentecostal, 199 Crescent Street, Brockton, appear before the Finance Committee to discuss her mission and goal to foster youth-saving driving workshops and initiatives within the City of Brockton and the Commonwealth. In Council, November 13, 2017. Ready to refer to the Committee on Finance. That report is favorable.
Questions on adoption by a roll call vote? Madam Clerk, kindly read the roll.
Asak? She took a step out. Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
9 in the affirmative.
Resolve is hereby adopted.
Resolved to have representatives from Brockton Partnership, an informal group of businesses, come before the City Council to talk about the reason they have come together and the potential purpose. In Council, August 28, 2017. Refer to the Committee on Finance. That report is favorable.
Questions on adoption by a roll call vote? Madam Clerk, kindly read the roll.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
9 in the affirmative.
Resolved is hereby adopted.
Resolved that the superintendent of the schools and such other staff as they may designate be invited to the first Finance Committee meeting in October 2017 to provide an overview of the opening of schools and ongoing issues relating to funding, staffing, and educational equity for Brockton schools population. In council, August 28, 2017. Read and referred to the Committee on Finance. That report is favorable.
Questions on adoption by a roll call vote, Madam Clerk, kindly read the roll.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
9 in the affirmative.
Resolved is hereby adopted.
Resolved to invite Ms. Paula Fisher, Assistant Director of the Plymouth County Development Council, Convention and Visitors Bureau, to present briefly how Brockton can benefit from collaboration with this organization, acquire representation, and become more involved with the upcoming events for celebrating 400 years of Plymouth in 2020. In council, October 23rd, 2017, for the Committee on Finance. That report is favorable.
Questions on adoption by a roll call vote, Madam Clerk, kindly read the roll.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
9 in the affirmative.
Resolved is hereby adopted.
Resolved to invite the owners of International Auto Works and Lubra Auto Body of 62-64 Elliott Street, Brockton, Mass., to address issues concerning hours of businesses and business procedures. In council, July 24, 17, refer to the Committee on Finance. In council, August 28th, Council Beauregard, motion to refer to Public Safety. It was properly seconded. Motion carried by a hand vote. The results from Public Safety is they are recommending to revoke the license for the auto body for non-compliance and complaints.
President?
Accepted the opinion.
Just as
Counselor.
a point of inquiry, to refresh my memory, if this passes, I take it that they have a right to come in and ask for a hearing before the full council? Is that,
That's correct. We would take a vote tonight to accept the resolve, and then we would go through the process of a revocation hearing.
okay, well, I just want to say I hope this is supported. I think it's important that we start identifying these businesses that are non-cooperative, and I'm very pleased that this has come before the council.
Point of information, councilors, I actually drove up, and I told this to some of the councilors, drove up this street on 2 occasions recently, and I almost got in an accident both times at this location. One time, they were actually working on a car in the street, actually repairing it in the street on Elliott Street. Makes no rhyme or reason, needs to be stopped immediately. So the question will come before us relative to the resolve. Madam Clerk, if you could kindly read the roll. If the question is on adoption by roll call vote, if you could please read the roll.
Barnes?
Yes.
Beauregard?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianary?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
9 in the affirmative.
Resolve is adopted, councilors, and we will take the necessary steps relative to a hearing.
Petition of Otigate Fortis Junior DBA Classic Auto Repair LLC for motor vehicle repair body license located at 50 Meadowbrook Road, Unit 3, Brockton, at which time all interested parties may be heard. And council, July 24th, referred to the Committee on Public Safety. The report here is that it was recommended favorably from the Public Safety, with the stipulation that no spray painting or bonding shall be done until such time that the fire department inspects to see that the proper equipment is installed to do this procedure.
Councilors, the question is on granting by a hand vote with the stipulation stated as such. All in favor, please raise your hand. All opposed, that motion carries. It is granted
Okay.
with the steps attached thereto.
We have the petition of John Abril and Sons Incorporated DBA, auto repair for motor vehicle repair mechanical license located at 515 North Main Street, Brockton, in City Council, July 26. Hearing assigned for August 28th, 8 p.m. In Council, August 28th, held and referred to Public Safety. The Fire Department has an objection as to, currently there is no proper equipment for priming or bonding on the premises. Once that equipment is installed and it's installed properly, they have no objections to that license.
Councilors, the question is on granting by a hand vote. All in favor, please raise your hand. All opposed? It carries. It's granted by a hand vote.
We have the petition for the Sons, Drawn Up Row and Sons Incorporated for repair for a motor vehicle. This would be the mechanical license. We have switched the order of them. In council, hearing assigned August 28, 2017, 8 p.m. In council, August 28th, hearing held. Councilor Barnes motion to refer to public safety, properly seconded, and this was recommended favorable by public safety.
Questions on granting by a hand vote. All in favor, please raise your hand. All opposed? It's granted. It passes by a hand vote.
I have the petition of David Tavares and Jose Rodriguez, DBA Royal Motor Enterprises, Inc., for a motor vehicle mechanical body license located at 27 Freight Street, Unit C, Brockton, Mass., and Clerk's Office, August 25th, 2017. Hearing assigned for October 10th, 2017, at 8 p.m.
Questions on granting by a hand vote. I'm sorry.
No, is that right?
Questions on granting by a hand vote. All in favor, please raise your hand. All opposed? Motion carries. It's passed and granted by a hand vote.
The appropriation of the total grant in the amount of $300 from Firefighters Charitable Foundation to City of Brockton Fire Department.
Referred to Finance Committee.
We got an appropriation of $315,586 from the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security State 911 Department, Fiscal 18, Public Safety, Answering Point and Regional Emergency Communications Center Support and Incentive Grant for the City of Brockton Police Department, Fiscal 18, Public Safety Answering Point and Regional Emergency Communications Center Support and Incentive Grant Fund.
Referred to Finance Committee. Late files, I believe. Council Cruz.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to make a motion to accept the late file. It is in the hands of the clerk. It concerns staffing at the cemetery.
Second.
Motion made, properly seconded for a late file. All in favor? All opposed? It carries. Mr. Clerk, can you kindly read it?
We have a communication from the Superintendent of Parks requesting an appropriation of $23,000 from the Stabilization Fund to Cemetery Department Personal Services other than overtime in order to provide funding to temporarily fill a vacancy caused by recent workman's comp claim.
Accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the mayor recommending the same.
Accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the CFO relative to
Accepted
the
and placed on file.
We have the order that you're going to act on. The order, appropriation of $23,000 from the Stabilization Fund to Cemetery Department Personal Services other than overtime in order to fund funding to temporarily fill a vacancy caused by recent workers' compensation claim.
Council, did you want this referred to Finance, or are we acting on a suspension?
Finance is fine. Thank
Referred
you.
to Finance Committee, councilors. Any other, Council follow-up, please?
Yes, motion to accept the late filed relative to the city solicitor's office in the hands of the clerk.
Second.
Motion made, properly seconded, to take a late file. All in favor? All opposed? It carries.
Order that the city solicitor be authorized to commence legal action in the matter of West Bridge Landing, 855 Main Street, West Bridgewater, for an unauthorized sewer connection and any and all other matters which are related thereto.
Referred to Finance Committee. Councilors, anything else before us?
Mr. President, just
Falwell.
a point of information, and maybe I misread it. I thought the late file that Councilor Cruz mentioned relative to the cemetery, they wanted passed under suspension of the rules tonight. Did I misread that on our email system?
Through you, I spoke to Mr. Carpenter, and he's okay with it. He needs it by January 1st, so.
Thank you, Councilor.
Councilors, a couple things. First of all, our friend and our colleague, Paul Studansky, could not join us tonight. He called me. He said he just wasn't feeling up to it tonight. We wish him a speedy recovery. We hope to see him in the chamber really soon. Also, I want to thank all of you and everybody that participated and spectators for the holiday parade on Saturday. It was really another good event. Councilor Barnes, I don't know how she did it with those high heels, but she did it, even Legion Parkway, up and down. But again, it was a fun day in the city of Brockton, always is, so thank you for all participating. Anything else before us? A couple other things, councilors, just because we're getting towards the end of the year, we will have a FinCom on the 4th. We will have a full city, this is December 4th, FinCom, 7 o'clock, full city council on the 11th, 8 o'clock. On the 18th, we will have a FinCom at 7 o'clock. On the 26th, again, Monday, Christmas Day, the 25th is a Monday, so on the 26th will be our last full city council of the year. We also have caucus that night, okay? So just piece of information. Anything else before us?
Just a reminder through you to the members of the ordinance committee, December 7th, we have an ordinance committee meeting.
And what time is that?
I believe it's 6:30.
6:30.
And Dennis, we have accounts.
And we also cordially invite our two colleagues to be, Susan Nicastro from Ward 4 and Jean Bradley Derencourt, Counselor at Large, to join us on that last meeting of December, if they'd like to come in. I know Attorney Nicastro, soon-to-be Counselor Nicastro, has been coming on a regular basis. But again, we'd like to see them if they're able to make it. They're more than willing to be here. We'd love to see them. Anything else before us? Have a good evening.